Alright, SlimmBob here. Time for another review, and this time a film. And yep, assignments are done. About bloody time, innit? And yeah, it's last batch is done. Goodbye Nottingham. Lovely stuff. So that's that. Let's see what happens in future. But we're not talking about me. We're talking about this film, Avengers Assemble, it's called. And everyone who I know, everyone's calling it Avengers. Like, all reviews are just calling it Avengers as well, like the ones that I've seen. And, you know, I kind of understand, because that's what they've been saying it's going to be called for like 4 years. So, but yeah, this film, this is a very rare project, because everything, there's been such a huge build-up for like 4 years now, ever since 2008, where Incredible Hulk and Iron Man came out. And Incredible Hulk, I really enjoyed Incredible Hulk. I think I'm a sucker for Hulk. I just love Hulk. And, you know, I thought Edward Norton were great in that film. I thought, yes, it went a bit off at top end, but I thought it works, and I thought it did a great, because the thing about Hulk, why I've always enjoyed Hulk, it's Bruce Banner. Like, the character Bruce Banner always fascinated me. And, you know, it is a really tragic, he's this invincible, you know, green monster, but it's kind of tragic, he can't have a normal life and all that, and, you know, I love that character. So Incredible Hulk, that is the best depiction of Hulk we'd had at that point. The second one, Iron Man, it's hands down the best Avenger prequel, Iron Man. It's just it's the only one that works as its own film. Because even Hulk, that felt like it was setting up for something. But Iron Man really does work on its own. And unless you have that little bit at the end, you know, after credits, there would have been no indication that it was a prequel to Avengers. So, you know, Iron Man is just a brilliantly made film, brilliant character. He just sells that character. It's just so fascinating watching him and Pepper's interaction. They work so well together on screen. Great villain. That is just a fantastic film. Great intro to character. Full stop. Just very good. Iron Man 2, it was alright. It felt like a prequel. This is my problem with other Avengers films. They felt like prequels, like they're setting up. 4 just does not stand up as a movie at all. It's like, every single thing, it feels like it's setting up. And I didn't like how they took the piss out of the character. It felt to me like they were taking the piss out of these old traditions. And it's like, you know, when all his gang, because I've never read 4, I've got to be honest, I haven't read 4. So when all his gang comes onto Earth near end, and they're using this very flowery language, to me it felt like they were taking the piss out of it. And I didn't really like that. I thought they didn't treat it with as much respect as they should. They didn't take it as seriously as they should. Like Iron Man and Hulk would... Well, going on to Captain America. Captain America, that was taken very seriously, and that really surprised me, actually, Captain America. Because it's a character... We hate these kind of heroes. I think this is why Superman film hasn't worked in so long. It's because we hate these kind of perfect heroes where they represent everything good. They don't have any flaws. Captain America's one of those heroes. He's created to be perfect, so he doesn't have any flaws. But the point is, apart from Iron Man, Avengers prequels, they're alright. Captain America were good. I will say that. Captain America I really enjoyed. And I thought that was a great setup. Now let's talk about the film Avengers Assemble. Jesus, you know. Jesus, what an amazing film. I didn't expect it to be this good. Even though they said, by the way, Joss Whedon's written and is directed this film. But I didn't expect it to be good. I don't know why. All the way through the film I'm thinking, it sounds a bit like Joss Whedon in this film. And I knew he'd directed it, but I didn't know he'd actually written it. And it does make sense, and you can tell actually when you watch it. I think I'm going to have to watch it again, because I don't know. Well, yeah, Firefly, you know, that's like one of my favourite shows, Firefly. And, you know, Dr. Horrible, I love Dr. Horrible. You know, I was a big fan of Buffy when that were out. He's great, Joss Whedon, I love his stuff. They got the perfect guy for the job, I think, because Joss Whedon does the great characters. He creates these groups and makes them all believable, and makes them all fight each other, but makes them work in a way that you don't get with, you know, many other writers. And this is what it needed. The Avengers, there's so many egos in the Avengers. That is another thing that I loved about this film. All the characters did loads of stuff. They didn't just do one thing. They did loads of things. I could not imagine that ending scene happening without even one of them characters, because they make such an impact. It's ridiculous. But yeah, what's story about? Well, Loki, he's got a bit insane, hasn't he? Like Thor's brother. And there's this cube, right? It's got ultimate power, this cube. And they're fighting over it. And Loki steals it, doesn't he? And basically the whole point, they're trying to stop him. I don't want to spoil it. He does a twist a lot. To fully appreciate this film, you have to be a fan of Marvel. And because I've known some people have watched it and they've enjoyed it and said, it's a good film. It's like, well, do you realise how many stars are on screen? Like, how many bloody heroes are on screen? My mouth was wide open through all this film, just thinking, how the hell how have they done this? It's one of those, it should have been a disaster, this film. You got so many conflicting ideas coming into one film. How did they make this work? I cannot believe it. And each character is given so much time. They don't, no contradicts. They probably, if I watch it again, I'll probably find something, but no is glaring in terms of the contradictions with the characters. They just do. They be themselves and make a difference. And it all works. It's really weird. I didn't expect this all to work. Just little things like Captain America, he's pissed off with Tony Stark, because he's witty, and Tony Stark. And there's a bit where they have to work together. As soon as it clicks that they have to work together, Tony Stark just switches and he stops being this arse that he usually is, and he just gets on with it. And just seeing that transformation, it's like, God, they're actually working together. You slowly see them work together, and I love that. I remember End of Fantastic Four, that was one of them films. For all that film, they didn't really do all together. They just argued, and it were a crap film anyway, but like, it were only the last few minutes that you saw them work together. This film builds that up, and it does question. They question each other all the time, and you know, they do fight for the dominance and all that, but in the end they all come together and it's believable within that universe. And I'm just so glad that I've seen this film get made. It's not something I thought I'd see in my lifetime. I thought it'd be one of them things, it'd be like, because we've been waiting 4 years, I'm thinking, well, there's no way this is going to live up to hype. And you know, I thought it'd be one of them films, it'd flop and it'd be pushed under the rug and that'd be it. But yeah, this is going to be contenders for film of the year, I think. Yeah, in terms of effects, it's not pushing out. It's what you expect from, you know, from one of these films, except it's not distracting like Thor. The effects in that were so distracting. Because they weren't very interesting for, but yeah, this one, the plot is so well structured that you don't realise with the effects. The effects are in context, and yeah, for once it does work, and I'm really glad I can say that. You can tell that the people doing this took it seriously. Great stuff. I want to see another Avengers film, and I want Joss Whedon to do it, because I want him to choose to, though. I don't want him to say, do this film, Joss. I want him to choose, because that is when he's at his best, when he has passion for what he's doing. So I'm going to give this film 5 fingers, 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I must say, the Hulk, the new guy playing the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, he were in Shutter Island. He played Leonardo DiCaprio's partner in it. He was really good as Bruce Banner, and that surprised me. I didn't think he'd be as good as Edward Norton, but I think he just nailed it. He had more of an attitude than Edward Norton, which I really liked. And it was just that really good when you started working with him. I don't know what it is. Hulk smashing everything up, jumping on these things and jumping on buildings. I love Hulk. I don't know what it is. I just love that kind of destruction. But Hulk made this film for me. I know Tony Stark's really good, because he had some great scenes, especially Loki in the end. He had a great scene with Loki in the end. But like, Hulk stole this film for me. I will watch this film just for Hulk. I want to see another Hulk film. Make it happen. Come on, Marvel. Hulk needs another film. It's been 4 years. He needs another film. And Iron Man needs another film. Just, yeah, 5. I just loved it. It got me from start to finish. And it was just a great tribute to what Marvel has accomplished in all this time. So, yeah, if you're a fan of comics books, if you've followed these films, you have to go and see it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think it's what you're expecting. The plot itself is pretty simple. It makes sense. You don't watch it for the plot though. Like most Joss Whedon things, you watch it for the characters and their interactions with each other. And this is the first time you've seen all these characters together, interacting, and just doing what they do best, and just being egotistical pricks, and just doing all that together. It's great. I love it, and for that it's 5. It's going to take a lot to beat it. I think even Dark Knight Rises, that is going to have to be very good to beat this film. So yeah, Avengers Assemble. I don't like the title, that's like the only thing. Oh yeah, don't bother with 3D. Shit. In fact, I've ordered some 2D glasses. I've found out you can actually get 2D glasses. So if somebody wants to go and see 3D films with me, I'll put on my 2D glasses so I can watch it in 2D. Because it's got to a point, especially the opening of this film, it's really dark, and I couldn't see what were happening really. So I had my 3D glasses on. It was the same with Pirates of the Caribbean actually. I was watching it and it's like, they darken image even more, so it's like, all I can see is the occasional orange of an explosion. That's all I could see. So yeah, see in 2D, and it's a shame IMAX need to start doing both 2D and 3D, alternating between them. I'm hoping that Dark Knight Rises has 2D IMAX. If not, I'm not going to be very happy because I don't want to see it in 3D. But, whatever, I'm not talking about that. Go and see this film, The Avengers Assemble. Just very good. Well, yeah, this is SlimmBob. Thanks for watching. That went well. Goodbye.